Welcome to this episode. In this episode, we are going to look at viewing a single customer, and we are going to ensure that we have workability around this button. And so let us get right into it and see how we can be able to do that. So we are going to go to our, in this case, customer.svelte, which is this page here. And when we go here, we have several buttons. We have the view button, the customer, this one is called what? Edit, the edit button, and then the delete button. I would like us to work on this view button, and I would just like us to give it a link. And for us to be able to do that, we are going to change it into an anchor tag. So instead of having a button, we are going to change it into an anchor tag like that. And then we are going to have the link, in this case, which will take us to customers. And in Laravel, we can just pass in the customer ID. So just like that, it will be a get request. So customer.id, like that. And then of course, to give it a functionality whereby we can be able to have the nice inertia loading in terms of not having a page reload, we can just say use inertia, so full colon inertia, like that. And then now I think our button is okay, but remember we do not have a route for that. So when I click on view, you can see we are getting an error, and that is what I want us to go ahead and fix. So we are going to go to our web.php and create a route for the show method. So in this case, let me just extend this, and here we are going to have route get, and at the end of everything, you can be able to collapse on all these routes into a resource route, and everything will still work perfectly. So route get, and we are going to have customers, and then we are going to pass in customer, in this case via root model binding, and in this case whatever it is that you're passing in is the ID, but it you get for us the whole instance of customer. So I like to just copy this because it's sort of repetitive, but here we are going to say we are hitting the show method, and then I will save it like that. I would like to go to the controller, and then inside the controller, what I'm going to have the customer controller, just to check and ensure that we are hitting the show method. I would just like us to maybe say return show method here, something, just check. So you go back here in our application and click, and now you can see show method here, meaning we are hitting that endpoint successfully. And so of course we can even attempt to return customer like that. So it's supposed to give us the details of our customer. So let me just refresh to remove this whatever it is that is showing here. Again, when I click view, now you can see we are having the details of that customer that we clicked on, and that is fine. So here I would like us to return a page. So in this case we can say inertia render, and then the name of our page, in this case I will call it show customer. Remember, I have not created it, but then inside here we can be able to use the square brackets, not the curly braces, the square brackets, and then we can be able to pass in our customer. So in this case, customer, no, I'm having a typo, so customer, like that, customer, just that, and I think that will be good enough. Obviously we do not have this page, so I would like us to go ahead and create it. So you go to pages, and I'm going to create a new file here, which we're going to call it show customer. .svelte, like that. And inside here, of course, we will have script, and then whatever it is that we are returning from the Laravel end is an instance of a customer, so we can use it like this: export let customer, just like that. And then inside the body here, I would like us to use layout. So I import layout, from shared. So in this case, at shared / shared, shared, and then layout dot svelte. And remember, this file that we're importing is this layout file. If you've been following, I know you are very comfortable, you know where it's coming from. And then here we are going to use our layout, and inside this layout now I would like us to have a card. So maybe we can just have a simple card, and we can have a div with a class of card, and maybe we can just make it a little bit centered, so column 6 offset 3. Now this one is not responsive, but I just go with it like that. Then we can have the card header, so div class card header, and this one is no issue. If you have a problem with it, you can just go and copy a bootstrap card from getbootstrap.com, and it will just be that. So in this header, I want us to call it customer details, and then after that, now we can have another div with a class card body div, and the class in this case is a card body, and inside here we will have our customer details. And let me just use paragraphs, so I'll use a paragraph tag. I'm not styling it so nicely, I just want to take the littlest time within this, so you can say customer dot name. If you've been following, you can be able to at once know that this will assist us to access the name of the customer. I would like to copy this and paste it, one more time. So this one will be for the email, and this one will be for the phone, like that. I think that one is good enough. I think one more thing, we need a button that will take us back if a user decides to click to go back. And here I would like us to just use an anchor tag, and in this case we can have href, and this is returning us to /customers, like that. And since we want to use we do not want a page reload, we can say use inertia, like that. And this one you'll be returning us back, let us call it back, like that. And then we are using inertia and we are having it like that. And let me just give it some button stylings or class, btn primary, maybe, like that. I think that is good enough. The only thing that we need to include is inertia, so we are going to import it here. So I'm going to say import inertia from inertia.js Svelte. I think that one is almost it, so let us attempt and see. When we click view, now we are viewing our customer details, and that is everything for this tutorial episode. Thank you very much for following up until this point.